Hey Virgo, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. So we are here to do reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. It is for the sign of Virgo. And welcome if you're brand new here. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for clicking here. I hope that you will decide to stay with us. We do have a great group of high-vibing people here. I hope that you'll consider subscribing once you see the content. If you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up on one of my videos. It helps me to be seen. And that is how we are, trying to get our numbers up here. We're trying to be a community. So if you wouldn't mind giving me, one thumbs up, 100 thumbs up, I could use that help too. All right, so I am here with my deck that is, I'm going to start with the Light Seers Tarot today. Any of the decks that I talk about in the reading here today, I will name them all as I use them. You can look down below if you like. In the description area, there is an Amazon.ca link to my Amazon store. That's where all of my cards are, the ones that I own and the ones that I want to own in the future. Also other things, right? Other things that I like to use at home that I really love and reorder from Amazon. So I am going to get a kickback on that, 10%. So if that is a problem for you, then you might just want to find another source to get your cards from. If you are not new, thank you for coming back. You're the one holding the door open for everyone else. I so much appreciate you long-timers with me since a whole year ago, since I started reading here online. I thank you for coming, and all the kindness and uplifting messages that you leave me is really all that I'm here for. I just want to be able to help people, and by giving me those kind and loving messages, you're helping me as well. And this is a general reading. If you don't know what that means, please look below. There is a description of readings for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. It'll tell you what that means. And if you're not aware, this reading may not resonate with you as a sun sign. If it doesn't, please look at your moon and your rising sign. I find that sometimes my rising sign, which is Sagittarius, that resonates with me more than the sun sign, which is Taurus. And let's begin. If you would like to know what your sun, moon, and rising sign are, I have no affiliation with the site. If you want to go up to my About page, go down to the bottom where it says Sun, Moon, Rising. It'll take you to a place where you can pump in your information and figure out what your moon and rising sign are. All right, so I'm just going to cut these. Going to ask for help, Archangel Michael, Archangel Chamuel, for understanding and guidance in this reading. If I could have the help of my angels and guides. I do need your help with signs and symbols. I do hear, see things while I'm reading, and I get help from my angels and guides with that. All right, let's take a look here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Virgo. Now, we just want anything that is of highest importance. Most important thing Virgo needs to know. We don't care if it's in love, home, children, career, whatever it is that Virgo needs to know that's of the highest good. There we go. Okay, we start with the Page of Wands. So being happy, good news. Things are going your way. You're very passionate about something. I feel like you're passionate about this new path that you've taken in passion here. I know that in the past reads, it's been all about you transitioning from an old relationship into a new one. And so far, it looks like we're still going to be talking something about that maybe. Page of Wands is about being on that new path. And that's where the sun is shining. Virgo, you're in the right spot. The sun is shining on you. You are having a great time in whatever it is that you're doing. The sun is shining on you. You're finding your way down that path. No trouble at all. And the sun tells me that you're in a growth period, that you're growing. Everything grows under the sun, including you. And brightness, as far as the eye can see, you're making good decisions, moving forward in your life. I do see that there is a Five of Swords here. And that Five of Swords tells me that that's more of an external struggle. So even though you're on this right path and you feel as though this relationship that you have is great and awesome, I feel like it isn't without its problems. I feel like there is a little bit of trouble in paradise, as it were, once in a while. But what relationship is not without its challenges, right? It's about learning to live in cooperation with someone else, really. And if you're not willing to cooperate with someone else, then you ought not be in a relationship. Just saying. Then we have death. So you're putting that to an end, I think. I think you've realized that you no longer have to be defensive with people around you, that they really do have your best interest at heart. So I feel like the death and rebirth card tells me that after you have this last confrontation with the person that you have picked to move forward with, that I feel like that you are cutting something off, the death of something. So I feel like the sun is here. Yeah, everything's going great. There's some arguments that ensue. Then you decide, you know what, it's not even worth it. And then into hermit mode, thinking about what you've done. Thinking about what you've done. And maybe making some important decisions. At the bottom of the deck, we have strength. So you're going to have some strength in order to move through some of the decisions that you have to make. Now, the thing is that this is a card of transformation. And when you transform from who you were to being someone that you've always wanted to be, or someone else, maybe moving away from someone that you were that you didn't really like, I feel as though when that comes to an end, the new you is a thinker. The new you is someone who takes life seriously and tries to make as many good decisions as possible by thinking it over first and by not jumping in feet first. Although, you know, Virgo is a thinker nonetheless, but it does depend on your moon and your rising sign as to what kind of Virgo you are, right? So let's take a look here. I have a new deck, by the way. It is called the Fountain Tarot. Beautiful depictions. What do we have here? Oh, sorry, upside down. That's the Chariot. Beautiful depictions on these. And it's a new deck. It's a deck that has just one new card that's different than all the other cards that I have, and it's got one card in here that is the Fountain. So if we come across that, I'll grab out the book and we'll read about it, because I don't know what the Fountain card's about yet. All right. I kind of like to be surprised with you guys. I want to be surprised about, you know, what it's about and how it affects your reading. All right. I just got to cut these. Yes, cutting. All right. So let's look at the Page of Wands. Clarify, please. Thank you. Page of Wands, looks like you're having a good time. Everything's fun. You've got this new path in love that you've taken. And as we said in the last readings, this new path in love has given you balance. I think that you feel like finally you're in the place that you should be in, Virgo. You're with the person that you should be with, the person who you feel is your soulmate. And that's kind of different for you, because I think the last relationship you were in, I don't feel as though you felt that person was a soulmate. Someone who would, you know, dance the same dance as you. Why do we have the sun here? Please clarify the sun. And we have the High Priestess, who, you know, is also someone who is connected to spirit. And the sun is all about being connected to spirit as well. And then we have the Four of Wands. So I feel like intuitively you feel like this is the person you should have been with all along. That the Four of Wands is about a stable relationship. And you have feelings like this person is home for you. You feel like you've been with this person before. You've known them all of your life. And the Four of Wands tells me that this has turned into quite a stable relationship for you. So congratulations. And then we have the Five of Swords, right? Remember that arguing sort of communication up in your head, letting it slide out, you know, sort of backing up and being a little bit defensive, I guess. Then we have the Fountain card. Look, we got it. Nice. The Fountain card. We have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is all about passion. It's about romance. And I feel like sometimes there are words, but I think you guys are already knowing how to make up, how to get through it with each other. And then we have Nine of Cups. I feel like you feel that this is the person who is your person. This is your hopes and dreams, that this person, you feel like this person is almost too good to be true, but they are not. You know what? I'm just going to run over there and get the book for the Fountain card, because I haven't had that yet. Give me a second here. let's look at the fountain. I know it's part of the Major Arcana series in this particular deck, but it's not in any other deck. So let's see what it is here. It says here, okay, so it says that the meaning is oneness, that you have a moment of cosmic clarity. So yeah, the moment of cosmic clarity is this person is not the old person. This person is not someone who likes to argue. They're not someone who has to do the right fighting. They are not someone who you have to be defensive with. They are in fact someone who is enlightened to a certain extent. They are enlightened, and when hardship comes to this relationship with this new person, they handle it on a higher level. And you know, rather than getting upset and angry and character assassination and all that stuff that goes on, this person does surrender. They surrender to the moment, and they don't want to be angry. They don't want to be angry, and they don't want to be fighting. And I feel like, and it says here too, and I was feeling that as well, this is the end of your looking. You no longer have to look for someone to be that person for you, because you have finally found that person, and they truly are your Nine of Cups. So no more arguing and being defensive. This person knows how to, like an adult, work out their problems rather than getting into screaming, yelling, character assassination, or cheating. So why is the Death card here, please? Clarify Death. Clarify Death, please. Thank you. Death clarified by the Page of Coins. You're starting over again, and that makes you happy, because the person that you are is someone that you weren't in the last relationship. I saw a card was boxed here, and I'm going to grab it. Oh, look at that. You could be with the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is someone who's very confident, knows what she or he is doing. You could be a man who has the Queen of Wands energy, of course, someone who favors their feminine side. And then we also have the Fool. This is the new start with your Queen of Wands. Someone who can take care of business, but also be your lover as well as being your friend. Why is the Hermit card here, though, please? Clarify the Hermit. Clarify the Hermit card, please. Clarify the Hermit. Love these cards, but they think a lot, as new decks do sometimes. We have the Queen of Coins. So we have your energy there. The Queen of Coins is someone who is charitable, is financially stable, someone who has things going their way. Because they're so very charitable, they're constantly bouncing good energy off the universe, and now it's starting to come back to them. So the Hermit is clarified by the Queen of Coins, and I feel like you go into very deep thought modes about things like charity, about helping others. Just one moment here. And then we have the King of Swords. Yeah. And then you speak about that to someone. You bring that point up to someone and think, you know what if we did have a business together? You know, maybe it's time to do that. Maybe it's time for us to really talk about where our financial stability is coming from. Do we want to be financially stable? And if we do, let's really think on that deeply. That's the Hermit. And when you do think on that deeply, I think you together will come up with an answer that will suit both of you. And this deck here is called the Wisdom Seekers Tarot. Beautiful depictions on this one too, really cute depictions. And I'm just going to use this one for one more clarification round here. So we started with the Page of Wands, New Path and Passion. That was clarified by the Justice card and the Lovers card. So you know that you're with the right person. You've gone down that path, a new path and passion, and you found your person. Your person could be a Libra. Your person could be a Gemini, because Justice is the card of Libra. Gemini is the card of the Lovers. We've got the Nine of Cups here that's come out, right? This person seems to be your person. It's the one that you've been dreaming about, the person who makes you happy, who takes care of you, you take care of them. We have the Four of Swords. You two are healing each other. You're healing each other, and you're healing together. which is really quite lovely. That's really beautiful. Then we have the Sun that's here, the High Priestess, and the Four of Wands. Clarify, please. The Four of Wands is clarified by the Emperor. So you have someone who really does take care of business. Someone who is a leader, someone who knows what to do. You don't have to tell them what to do. Someone who is an actual partner. So someone who sees your need and helps you with that need, as well as you doing the same. So it's the reciprocity that you really enjoy. Four of Wands is here again, telling me that you think that this person is marriage material. You think that this person has the Queen of Cups energy. They're constantly wrapping around you, trying to love on you. They're very romantic, kind of deep. You can talk with them about any sort of level that you want to speak about, something that's silly and funny or something that's really deep and in depth. They are kind of the perfect person for you because you are like that. You're very thinky and in depth, but you can also be very silly. Okay, so the Five of Swords is clarified by the Fountain, which tells me that there's no more searching for you. You found the one. And the Knight of Wands is telling me that it's very romantic, that you guys do romantic things for each other all the time. And then the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups tells me that this person is... your wish is fulfilled. This person is fulfilling your emotional wishes. That's really wonderful. When I started reading on the weeklies here, Virgo, when I started reading a couple months ago on the weeklies, it was tough for you. You were having a tough time. I'm really glad to see that things are evening out for you. So we have the Ten of Swords. You have put down whatever the painful ending was. You have decided to put down those swords. No more connection, communication with the person that hurt you in the past. And you're not carrying this into the new relationship either. You're just putting all that down so you can let things take their course. Yeah. You are with the person who is your person. So says the universe. That's a major arcana card. And it is not something that you can go around. You have to go through it. Dropped a card and now you're not shocked. Hang on. Butterfingers I am. You know, we're going to use this card and it is the Moon. But there still is a little bit of fear there, I think. Because you've been hurt so much in the past, there's a little bit of fear there. All right, so then we have the Death card, which is clarified by the Page of Coins, which is a new start. Then we have the Queen of Wands, which means your person knows what they're doing. You don't have to look over their shoulder or hope that things are going to get done because this person, your person, just sees what needs to be done and gets it done. And it kind of shocked you at the beginning. So you decide you're having, this is a brand new thing for you. You always had to be the caretaker, Virgo, the one that took care of everybody, everything, the money, the groceries, the planning, the everything. And this person, they are your actual half. They are a partner for you. And I think that is what is so exciting about the new start. Your person could be someone who is like you, a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. That person seems to be quite balanced in their energy, quite balanced in always wanting to give charity as well. And I think that is something that you've been thinking about as well. That person may have taught you that, but I don't think so. Then we have the Hanged Man, trying to see something from a different point of view. I feel, Virgo, like you think that this person is too good to be true. And so you keep thinking, oh, but what if? Oh, but what if? You need to stop acting like Chicken Little, okay? The sky's not falling. It's no longer falling. And you just need to be able to relax and feel the joy. You know, we're so used to what Brene Brown calls impending joy. You know, when we watch a TV show and it shows the family and they're in love and they're having fun and, you know, they're in a car and they're going on their vacation and then, you know, everybody gets killed. That's the kind of thing that Hollywood has taught us. That's the kind of thing that society has taught us, that at any moment something can happen and everything will blow in half. I think that's Chicken Little syndrome, and I think that's what you're dealing with right now. You're still dealing with the what ifs. Okay, so we have the Hermit here, the King of Swords, and the Queen of Coins. I think that you and your person are going to have a big talk about what comes next in your relationship. You're thinking about it really deeply, and you're wondering, is this marriage material? Should we start a business? Should we buy a house? I think it's getting serious at this point. Clarify the King of Swords and the Queen of Coins, please. King of Swords, Queen of Coins. Thank you. We have the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is someone who takes control. He is someone who is a business owner. He runs troops. You know, the king has men who go into fight mode all the time. He is the leader of that group. And he's the person who is very passionate about everything, passionate about life, passionate about work, just passionate about passion. And I think that your person has showed you how to be passionate about all those things. We have the Nine of Swords, which tells me, yeah, you've actually put the swords down and back here you walked away. So good for you. Good for you for walking away from all that stuff that happened in the past, because it is old energy and has no use in the future. So you've already felt that old energy. There's no reason for you to feel it again. All right. We have the Divine Energy Oracle, and I'm going to ask for advice for you, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What is the advice you have for this reading here for Virgo? What is the advice, please, that you have for Virgo? Clarify advice for Virgo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Advice for Virgo. I'll just throw that over there. Hang on. There we go. Make a plan. Yeah, I think that's what you're doing. When I pulled this Hermit card, I really felt like it was time that you felt like you have to make a plan. That if you don't make a plan, you feel as though things are going to fall apart. I heard just now, nail it down. I think you're trying to nail this person down, this person that is making your life so happy, and rightfully so. But I think it's time that you're thinking into the future. For a very long time, you just really were feeling nothing and not really thinking into the future. So what else do we have for Virgo, please? We have nurture yourself first. Make sure that you are fit to have a relationship. And I talk about that a lot on this channel. Please make sure that you take your time to heal before you get into another relationship, because if not, you're dragging all of your stuff, all of your garbage that was in the foyer of the old place. You're dragging it to the new place, and nothing gets solved that way. Reassess. Yeah. So if you are not ready for a relationship, then it's something you need to talk about. Do all things in moderation. So yeah, excess is never good, no matter what it is. Excess in someone's life can cause addiction. So just make sure that you're doing all things in moderation in terms of food and, all of the stuff of life. Everything is moderation. Okay, Virgo, that's all I have for you today. Thank you very much for coming by. Thank you very much for watching. If you're interested in anything that I have for sale here, you can look down below. Again, the Amazon link is there. I am also doing readings into 2021 now. So if you're interested in a 6-month look, please let me know and we will talk about that. I'm going to head out and I'll see you next week. Thanks, Virgo. Bye-bye.